Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this fourth part of this beginner tutorial we will be sculpting this character. And if you haven't watched the first part and the second part, well, go do so. They are available in my channel. Alright guys, that's it, and let's get started with this video. Alright, so we've gotten the body and the head with the tooth and the eyes, and now it's time to make the outfit of this character, because it's not good if we leave this guy naked like this. So now what I want to do, I just want to go back and switch over to Matcap, and well, first of all we'll be going to our split tool right here, and let's split out the pants. So I'm going to select the rectangle, select right there. I just want to select this whole area. You go select this whole part like this, I think about here, and just split that. Okay, just split that right there. Okay, that looks good. So let's go back to view, and now we can see how it's looking, and looks good. Now we've gotten the down part and the up part. Okay, now what we want to do is to get the shoes. So now I'm going to go to my left view right here. I just want to select my polygon tool right here. I'll select my polygon, and I just want to click, drag, and place it right here. Then click at the part right here, then move it like this. And you want to click on spline right there, so that it looks like this, so that we're going to be able to have more control of this polygon selection. And now after adjusting it, well, I think I'm happy with this shape following the reference. Just gonna click on this green right here to split it up, and we've splitted it up. Now we've gotten the shoes, the pants, and the body. Okay, looking good. Okay, now I'm gonna go back to my view and just move it around and see how it's looking. Okay, now for the shoes, I think it will be more better if we give them different colors, so we can be able to see them more. So I'm going to click my pen brush, and let's go over to color right here, and let's change the color to something black. I think something black, or maybe a little bit gray. Gray will be better, and we want to make it shiny, kind of shiny. So I'm going to switch back to PBR. Then let's see this more of how it's looking. So I'm going to go back to my color right here, and just want to reduce that roughness a little bit. I want to make this shoe be a little bit shiny, so I'm going to click on paint all, and now let's go over to the pants. So I just want to click on my color picker tool right here. So let me select the color of the pants in the reference image. So with the color selected, I'm just going to adjust this right here a little bit to about that point. So I'm going to mess around with the roughness so that I can really see how it's going. I don't want to be so glossy, so I'm going to increase it like that and click on paint all. And with that done, let's go over to Gizmo right here, and as you can see, the transformation are not yet baked. We haven't baked the actions. So well, I will be showing you how you can do that. See, the rotation is not correct, so we'll be doing that. I'll be showing you how you can do that later on. For now, and let's leave it like that, and let's move on to the shirt. So now we'll be getting the shirt right now. So what I want to do is, well, I want to use my split tool as usual, then use my polygon, select, and just select that whole area and cut out the shirt. So I'm going to use my split tool. Well, the reason why I'm using my split tool is because I just want to split out that area. I don't want to trim it out. I don't want to do any other thing. I just want to split it out and make adjustment. Oh, that's more better. Alright, so you're going to use it like this. Click on this area and add edge right here. and add another edge right here and move it around to this point and move it to this side and move this other one right at this part. So now it looks something like this. So I'm gonna click. Once you click on the white edge, it breaks that beveled edge and has more of that thick curve, that straight curve. So that's what I'm gonna do. Just gonna click on those white vertex right there to break them and have more of that straight curve. Okay, so yeah, just gonna adjust this more because, well, if you look at it, you need more adjustment. And we move this right part here and move this upper part downwards like this, so it looks something good like this. I'm gonna move this one a little bit and move this about here. Okay, looking good. Okay, move this one like this and like this. It looks good. Okay, I think just add one more right here and just move them downwards like this and move this one downwards like this, so we have something like this. Okay, all right. So for this part, I think I'm just gonna click on this green dot right here to split it apart, because yeah, we are getting what we wanted from it. So yeah, that'll be a lot better. So click on that, and now we've gotten the shirt right here, the trouser, and the shoes. Looking good, looking good. So now I'm gonna go back to my view right here, and let's click on our shirt right here. And to be better, if we change the color right now, so I'm gonna go back to my paintbrush and let's go back to color and give it a white color, because while the reference it's a white shirt. So I'm gonna, the roughness, I'm gonna just turn it up a little bit to about right there. Okay, hope you guys can see the value. All right, so I think that's where I want it to be. Okay, that's good. So I'm gonna click on paint all, and now let's go over back to sculpt and see what we've done. It's looking good. It's looking good. Well, we'll be making this more because right now it looks a little bit not what we want. And at the back part, you can see that where the curve of the shirt, it's the same at the back area, but we will adjust that to make it look a lot more better. So I'm just gonna scale this up a little bit with my gizmo right here, with my, yeah, just scale that up a little bit to see what we're doing. Okay, just gonna scale that up a little bit. Don't want to scale it up that much. About there is better. Now let's move over to the back part and let's use the move brush to move this whole part right here. So I just want to go back to the back view and turn off perspective right there, and let's move this upward like this. I'm gonna push that up like this, push that up like this, push it up like this, and let's move it out a little bit. Okay, let's move it up like this, up again, up again. Okay, we'll reduce that and move it up. I'm happy with the result we're getting. Okay, it's looking good. And now I just want to change my matte cap. Yeah, I just changed the matte cap. So, well, you can leave it at the default matte cap we're using, but you can change that if you want to. So what I want to do is I want to merge this body with the head together, and as you can see, the head is separated from the body. So, well, I think I'll rename this because we have a lot of mesh called box. So I'm going to rename this. I'm going to call this the body. Yeah, that's what I want to do. And I want to select this body, then select the head, then voxel merge it together. So that is what we want to do right now. So I'm going to voxel merge it with this value right here. Just going to voxel merge the two parts together, and now as you can see they are being joined together. So yeah, that's more of what we want. All right, we've achieved something with just a few minutes. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to voxel merge that again. You're just going to turn the value down more so it can have more of that smooth look. And let's smooth out this area using our smooth brush. You're just gonna smooth out all this part right here where the mesh intersect together. I'm just gonna smooth all those area to have more of that blending feel. Oh, look at this back right here, just smooth it. No, actually that's joining was actually caused by the mesh. You know, when you merged it together, that joining actually there because of the topology, so it forms that kind of shape. So yeah, sometimes you have to voxel remesh over and over again to get rid of such. So sometimes, you know, it happens like that. All right, so well, gotten something. And for the pants, well, to be much better if we'll be forming those crease around this area right here. So I'm just gonna use cell mask 2 right here. I'm gonna mask out this area. Why I'm doing this is because I want to extract this area for the belt. So first of all, I'm gonna subdivide that, and let's mark out this area for the belt. Okay, yeah, that's more smoother than before. Okay, so what I will do right now is I'm go over to the top right here and go over to extract right here, and with the value placed right there, we have extracted it. Now we've gotten another mesh for the belt. So yeah, that's pretty nice, pretty nice. So I'll undo that because I want it to be thicker, so I'm going to increase the thickness. All right, so now we have more of this. Wow, this, I think I'll just, yeah, clear the mask right there, and along this area, the down part of the short, we are going to use our cell mask and click on polygon and just use it to mark out this part. Still keeping symmetry on, you know, just gonna do adjust it like this, add more points right here. I think I'll add one more point right here and move it right about here. Okay, this look good. All right, this look good. Just gonna push that out like this, then I think that's okay. And let's click on the green right there. The part is not selected, that's why it's behaving like that. Yeah, the part was not selected, so I'll just select it right there. And now let's click on our polygon tool right there with our cell mask brush selected. So we're just gonna click and add points, and so we can create that fold at the down part of the pants. Okay, just gonna add one more point right there to make that curve again, just as we did before. And I'll click on the green. I think I'll move it first before clicking on the green. I'll add one more, click on that circle green out there to activate it. And now we'll mask it, and we've done the mask already. All right, now let's look at it from the different angle. It looks good, so I'm just gonna go over to the top right there, and let's extract that. Okay, now we have something looking better, something looking pretty. All right, so we've gotten something that we want, and yeah, this looks good, but we'll be adjusting this. We'll be using our smooth brush and flatten brush to give this a better shape, but for now it's better we leave it just as simple as it's looking now. we don't want to go into much details. So right now I just want to go over to the shirt and make those fold at the sleeve. As you can see the reference, there are some fold at the sleeve, so that's what we want to achieve right now. So we're going to select the shirt right now, and let's go over to our cell mask brush, just the same thing as we did when creating the belt and the fold at the bottom of the trousers. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that right now. Alright, with that done, yeah, let's select the shirt and let's clear the mask, and now we have something good and better than before, when it's looking before. So well, it's getting close to the reference, and the outfit is getting close to the reference. And so as you can see right now, the sleeve is having is not smooth, and the mesh are not so smooth, but don't worry, we'll give that more better look. Alright, so right now I'm just gonna switch over to my PBR, and let's start working on this. So I'm just gonna rename this and call it this sleeve. That looks good. So what I'm gonna do, click on the shirt and let's change it, let's rename it and call it the body, the body shirt. Yeah, that's more better. It's more better, much more better. So let's add both of them, and Vox will merge them together. Hope you can see the value right there. And now we've added them together, we will work more on this. Okay, now everything is not looking as smooth as we wanted, but don't worry. Oh, this is just the beginning stage, so we do adjusting those part later, and just better we keep it as simple as we can right now. So I'm just gonna use my flattening brush and just flatten out some part that are not so smooth. And for this belt right here, then wow, let's gonna use my cell mask brush, and let's create that belt thingy. I think it's belt holder. Yeah, it's called a belt holder. So yeah, we'll be creating that right now. So my mirror is turned on while doing this, so I'll just use my cell brush set to rectangle and just mark out this area. Okay, so this back is behaving weird. Yeah, that's because of my symmetry, which was turned on. So yeah, so I'm just gonna undo that, because I don't really like what I'm seeing. So we're gonna say to subtract and just remove entirely what I'm seeing. So yeah, the back is kind of the same. So what I'm gonna do is, so I'm just gonna add one at this back right here. I'm gonna remove subtract right there and add one more right here. So going to the front, you can see that we've added another one. So yeah, that's how symmetry works. So I actually had symmetry turned off, so I'm not happy with what I'm getting right here. So what I'll just do, I'll just the middle selection right there where we'll be making the belt holder, I'll just remove that. So I'll just go to my mask brush, and let's turn down the radius of the brush, and let's remove this area. Just gonna remove unmask right there so that we can see it better. So I'm just gonna go over to this part and extract our masked area, and now we've gotten the belt holder for the belt, so it looks more matured. So I'll just click on the shirt right now, and now this shirt right now, if you looking at the sleeve, well, the sleeve is not looking good, mostly the folded area, but no worries, we'll be refining that more. I will definitely be sculpting that and making it look more sharper, because it's looking rough, and based on the reference is not looking the way we want it. So first of all, what we'll be doing right now is I want to go back to my paintbrush right here, and I just want to change the color of this bed so I can see it more then we can now move over to the tie and make it look better. So it's going to change the color to a more of a darker brown color, because paying attention to reference, you can see that is the color we have right there. So I'm going to tone down the roughness, so it looks more shiny, and click on pen tool. All right, well, this look good, this look good. Looks like the Nika. Wow, wow, it's kind of a lot shiny than I want it to be. It looks good. Some birds, some birds are glossy in in color, the way they are. They are glossy. Some are leather belts are glossy kind of. So what I'm going to do right now is going to rename this and call this the shorts, so we can keep our scene neat while we go further to sculpt. So I'm just going to rename this and call it hmm, maybe the holder. So I will be adding that holder, which is the belt holder, and the pants together. So I'll just remesh that to that value right there. I don't want to make it very high. Okay, well, the belt holder is not so neat. If I was doing this like something for a for advanced artists, I wouldn't be doing it like this, but I just want to keep it simple, so that yeah, it becomes more simple for you guys, rather than trying to sculpt something. No, well, it's for beginners, so just giving you a basic understanding of it. So yeah, moving on. So what I want to do right now is, after getting this belt holder and the pants attached to each other, after merging both of them together, well, I think we're going to work on the tie. uh Working on the tie will be better, to be better, before going on to the collar and the sleeves, and adjusting it and making it look better. So first of all, I'm going to make this shoe darker. I'm not happy with the color that I'm having, because that color is not so glossy as the belt. So I'm just gonna use that right there. This look good, this look good, this look good. All right, so guys, let's switch over to our tube brush right here, a tube. I'm going to show you how you can use that to create the tie. You can use maybe you can use a sphere, but I want to show you how you can use this tube right here, this tube to like a bezier curve tool. So I'm just going to be using it to create the tie. So yeah, so I'm gonna push this out right here. You see why the tube was created. As I clicked on the green, um, it was snapped to the body of the character. So yeah, but no problem, as long as the curves are still there, we can adjust the curves and make it fit into the way we want it. So well, Sculpt have so many amazing things that you can use to create amazing sculpts. So I'm just gonna go over to the front view and adjust this like this and move it like this. I want to have more of a straight a long tie. So this part, I'm just gonna scale it like this, clicking on that little yellow dot right there that's used to scale it. So I'm just scale this out and click on that point right there, and clicking on the point, it breaks that curve and give it more of a sharper curve. All right, well, right now if you go to your side view, you can see that it's still looking like a tube, but we don't want it to look like this. We want to make it flat. So I'm just going to scale this along this axis, clicking on that circle blue right there. Just scale it out like this. It's too flat, so just push it out. Okay, I'll just rotate it like this a little bit, not that much, but just a little bit, and push it back like this. Okay. Wow, we're going somewhere. So well, it's looking good, it's looking good, not bad. All right, so right now I'm just gonna go to my front view and check out how everything is. And if you also pay attention, I just validated the old mesh, so now it's time for me to really take my time and adjust this. So right now I'm still going to click on my tube right there, and I want to add in some point right here. So I'm going to click on my curve right there and add in 2 points right here, because I want to be forming the part where the tie folds together and it comes out. So we're forming that knot right there, that little tie knot, yo. All right, so just scale this down a little bit like this, and I just want to go to my gizmo and scale it along this axis, clicking on the little circle below right there, scale it like this. And oh no, it's too small, we don't want it to be like that. So I'll just adjust this more. I think I'll push it right about here. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Looks like something that was wrapped around it. A more realistic tie is different from this, but this is more like just simple tie. If you're going for something realistic, you like seeing the your wrapping, the way it wraps and everything. Good stuff. All right. So yeah, this part I'm just gonna scale it out like this more, so that it looks more like it. So yeah, it's looking more like it. It's looking more like what we wanted. So yeah, I think I've gotten something that looks better, but I will still adjust it more a little bit. I'm gonna push this down. Yeah, I think downward like this would be better. Now it looks like it. Okay, so this part right here, just push it out a little bit right there. It's kind of weird when sculpting with your mobile phone or your mobile tablet. I got used to it because you know while I was sculpting, I always make use of my mobile phone and my mobile tablet. It's just a little tablet. It's not up to 12 inch. It's not up to that now. 12 inch is very big. It's not up to that. It's just a little tablet. Well, I've been using it for some time now, and that's what I'm using to make this tutorial. You know, and it feels good. Feels good. Feels good. All right, so I'm just gonna scale that up like this a little bit. Scale that up. Okay, we've gotten something looking good. Okay, I'll just scale it down a little bit, and use my move brush to move this part out like this. Just gonna move it, move this whole part, and move this whole part like this. After doing everything, I think I'll just adjust this part right here. I want to give a little space right there, so that when I'll be adding another mesh for the tie, so it will be much better. So I'm just gonna mirror this over, because I found out that my symmetry was turned off, so I had to mirror that. Okay, so yeah, in the next part we'll take our time and just work on the color of this character, then moving forward to doing some few other things like making up the sleeve and a whole lot of things. So yeah, make sure to subscribe and make sure to like and make sure to click on the notification bell so you get updated when I release a new video. Alright, yeah, that's all for this part. I hope you enjoyed it to this point. If you did, then let me know in the comments down below. Alright guys, and I will see you in the next one.